Hey team, getting back in here and doing some more videos for you guys. I'm pretty pumped to start doing tag manager videos, which I did not expect to do, but popping around I think is a good idea to walk you through and give you an overview of what Google Tag Manager is and just the basics of what you can actually include into Google Tag Manager because I feel like there's no 5 minute walkthrough that is very helpful. So if you want to know what Google Tag Manager is and what it does from a marketer's perspective, great video to watch. And if you want, in the background, throw on some Walk the Moon like I am, get you in the mood, gets you pumped up. Um, we'll see if we can beat this song in this video. So here we go. From the overview, this is the home, Tag Manager, Home. I'm going to log into brianswanick.com, which is my personal website. Pretty low-key website, nothing crazy going on here, but I feel like it gives you an entry-level amount of knowledge by walking through this. From this overview of your workspace, really just think of your workspace as like your site. You can have multiple workspaces, but I think that like most small, even mid-sized sites, they get 100,000 views per month. Unless you're doing really high conversion volume, you probably don't need to worry about so many workspaces. It really depends on your business model, but if you're a small to medium business, if you're just getting involved in digital, if you're just looking for this overview to let you know if you should implement it over Universal Analytics or over some other tag management solution, just know that don't worry about workspaces so much. Think of it as your website. Where you're going to do most of your work is actually right here in this tags tab. I think the easiest way to describe this is in terms of Universal Analytics, which is the latest Google Analytics code. Google Analytics provides, and I don't have it pulled up because this is an example for later, but they provide you with a code. And basically, it's similar to a Google Tag Manager code that just says, this is your website. And here's our Tag Manager code up here. For Universal Analytics to work, you can actually paste in the JavaScript, which is just a couple lines of code, very similar to what it is for Google Tag Manager, and then you're good to go. And as most of you know, if you're looking to track Facebook conversions or even just use the pixel, that is also another bit of JavaScript or a bit of HTML, which you can see right here. If you're looking to implement Twitter conversion tracking, another bit of HTML. Pinterest, another bit. SumoMe, which I've added on my website, but I don't think I actually use, another bit of JavaScript. Optimizely, VWO, Webmaster Tools, Bing Webmaster Tools. The list is daunting just right here with Pixpanel and Hotjar added into those ones I mentioned. And it gets really old really fast. So Tag Manager, what that does is it just like aggregates all of those into one space so that you never have to edit the HTML on your site. This becomes what you edit. So in Tag Manager on my website, this is all the code that you add, and this is code that was probably added. I probably added it 3 years ago. You can see this one was added 3 years ago, which was 2014. Can't believe that was only 3 years ago. And I haven't edited this since until I upgraded my theme, and then I had this in here. So this snippet for Universal Analytics, which tracks everything in Google Analytics, has been here for 3 years. I haven't touched it. We're good to go. The cool thing is that you can see that I've added all this cool stuff, right? Like it started with some Mixpanel, and then I went to like Webmaster Tools, then I added Twitter Pixel, Facebook Pixel, and all of this was done in Tag Manager, which is a marketing interface, as opposed to having a developer do it or running into like issues where I was like pasting JavaScript inside of itself, or I added things that would like interfere with a hook in WordPress, and all of this is done through this little interface. So that's the overview. We'll get into triggers and variables later, but just know that if you have to implement a bit of JavaScript, a bit of HTML, some sort of conversion pixel, Google Tag Manager is a great way to do it, and it's free, best of all. So fantastic for marketers, fantastic to reduce the dev queue instead of going and requesting them to make changes and changes and changes. Focus them on things that are going to add value, and then as a marketer, you can do a ton of cool stuff here. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to do a couple more of these videos related to Tag Manager. I'm really excited to dig into what these tags mean, what these triggers mean, and everything else. So, yeah, I hope you stick around.